Hey guys, it's Kaylee and Delight from Freddy's Girls. Thanks for joining us again. We have a special Christmas in July session for you today, so I hope you're ready to join the fun.
Okay, what she was holding up, we've got two projects tonight. I'll tell you about mine first and then she can tell you about hers. I don't know if you are like me, but every time I'm in the thrift store, I see salt and pepper shakers, like dozens of them. Some of them there's only one of, some of them there's pairs of. Everybody's grandma had these salt and pepper shakers. Or maybe even sugar bowls, sugar containers. Anything that's glass and got a little bit of detail on it. So I picked those up and I've started buying bottle brush trees. I just got a big shipment in from Amazon.
She started using the Amazon.
I have, I like it because you don't even have to put your information in every time. Like you just collect,
kind of saves
and
it.
They
make it easy to spend money.
They say your order is on the way or whatever process. So I paid these up, distress them. The process is after you buy the clear one, I take them out and I spray paint them black. So I've got a few different varieties here. And then I've got a couple that I've actually, after the spray paint is dry, then I do the chalk paint on them. So these I put white chalk paint on. And then when that is dry, I distress it back like that original one. And this will get a coat of Big Top after as well. And then you take your little Christmas trees, and I like the graduated sizes. Some can be bigger, some can be smaller. And you'd make little arrangements out of these. So hopefully we'll get a little arrangement done by the time the night is over, and I'll start painting.
All right, that sounds good. So I have a question for you guys. I don't know if anyone else was a part of 4-H or if it was just us, but as Mom and I have started to do these videos, I said, boy, this sure reminds me of doing those 4-H speeches.
Well, demonstrations.
Or demonstrations.
Yes.
Yes. Wasn't it kind of the same thing?
Well, speeches, you just talked about something. You did a speech, whereas demonstration, you made something and you showed how to make it.
Okay, but you could do one or the other. You didn't have to do both each year.
Well,
right?
back in my day, we had to do both. I think you got to choose. And I don't think the demonstrations were as popular as the speeches.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but we had to do it all.
Okay.
I remember taking oatmeal boxes and making them into canisters for your kitchen cupboard and like all sorts of stuff.
I think I made a birdhouse out of a bunch of 4-liter milk jugs. And
yeah, you did.
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, I remember everybody was saving milk jugs for you.
Yeah. So it kind of reminds me of that. But I'm over here, I'm keeping quiet because I'm working with the IOD molds. And the truth is I don't have a lot of experience working with them. So I'm trying to test this one out in, under the covers here. But
use the knife.
Yeah,
so first of all, what did you do?
Well, first of all, you take your IOD mold and you put a bit of cornstarch in there. Fleischmann's brand is best. No, just kidding. It doesn't matter what brand you use. And then you load her up with, we are using this DAS modeling clay. There's different varieties now, so whatever you find. Does that look decent there to you?
Yeah, that looks good.
So I'll show you guys the molds if you've never seen them. Another beautiful, so this is the Lock and Key set from IOD. So and guess what we are going to be making with these molds? I'm going to be making 6 of them for our Christmas in July theme. Have you placed your guesses? I'm going to be making a Christmas tree. So this is going to be the longest part of the tree. And let's see how she comes out. The million, they're kind of cool. Like they're really cool.
I'll just put a plug in for our Manitoba businesses. If you do live in Manitoba, well, even if you don't, they have online shopping, so you can order. And I think they do have a lot of American business. But where we get our molds from, we sell paint, but we don't sell the IOD products. But there is a business in Winnipeg, in the west side of Winnipeg, called Furniture Facelift by Kobe, and they have a great selection of molds, transfers, all sorts of fun embellishments for when you're working with crafts. There's also another place in Landmark, which I'm about halfway between the two places, so depending on where I'm at that day. But there is a place called ARC in Landmark, and they also are distributors for all of the IOD products. So you've got two options in Manitoba, or you could go online.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I'll show you what it looks like, the first one out, so that you can see. I've got it. This is the piece we're gonna eventually glue it on. It'll need to dry, but there's the first piece out, and all this wonderful detailing that just takes, you know, just a few minutes, and you can use it over and over again. Your nice black board is going to be all full of cornstarch fingers here.
Oh, it's okay. It's going to get painted again in the end as you see the process, so it won't really matter.
Yeah, true to the 4-H demonstration, we intend to show you every stage.
Well, let's hope it doesn't take too long. So I'm just dabbing away on my paint here. I bought a Lazy Susan at the thrift store last week, and I've been wanting to keep one for myself for quite a while, because they're really nice when you're working on crafts. You can just turn the Lazy Susan without having to touch your whatever you're working on. You don't have to get your hands all full of paint and stuff, and you get you can see it from all different angles.
No, that's great.
Well, I'm gonna have to use I've got two painted that I did beforehand, just so I would not have too many to paint during this demonstration. I'm gonna get my heat gun out now and dry up the first coat, because they will need a second coat.
Okie dokes. Sounds good to me. So did you do anything exciting today?
Well, I went to My Guy Ty. You know My Guy Ty?
Where is he? It's her hairdresser, by the way, in case you don't know who her guy Ty is.
He's a lovely, lovely man. He's part of Frank's hair salon.
Frank's, just on Henderson here.
On Henderson.
Oh,
and Frank is an amazing person. Frank is 81 years old. He started the shop, and he still comes in, I think it's 5 days a week or 4 days a week. Ty is in 6 days a week.
Oh, wow.
So Ty is his young counterpart, who will eventually take over. No, they're not related at all. No relation. And then in the back they have Annie, who does manicures and pedicures.
Oh.
So it's kind of
Did you get a manicure or pedicure
no,
today?
No, I didn't. It was a long hair day. Had to do the roots and then the highlights and then the cut, so it takes longer. So, and I never like my hair on the first day, but whatever. You gotta go through it, right? I never like my hair any day, let's be honest.
Oh, come on.
Well, I don't. But that's just, I remember when I was young, I used to say, when I grew up, I wanted to be a nun, so I never had to worry about my hair. But you know, do they have nuns anymore? I don't see them around anymore.
I don't know, why is hair always such a big problem? Because even when I was a kid, it used to cause me so much stress.
Well, your hair is so easy to do because it's curly. You can just
you used to have to curl my bangs, and the bus would be coming, and Anthony would be yelling, "The bus is here, the bus is here," and Mom would be going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, with my stupid bangs, and I'm like, just let me be, lady.
Your hair was definitely a nemesis in our house because of the curls. It was so hard to get through, and I remember we had this one ritual that our cats, we had cats, several, but they were not house cats. But in the morning, I would let her bring in a cat and hold it on her knee while she was sitting on the stool and I was doing her hair as a distraction. And it got to be that the cat, the preferred cat, was so ready for it. he would be hanging on the doorknob. When she opened the door, she'd grab him off the doorknob, bring him in, and that helped to get the hair done.
Yeah, to brush the hair.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, you know, my hairdresser, she only does curly hair, and she says you only need to come in every 6 months for long curly hair to get it redone.
Well, I'm not surprised with that, because when you got curly hair, like, you don't even need to comb it.
Well,
just grab it and put it in a elastic and
wrecks
away
it,
you go.
to be honest. So
Yeah.
So do you wash these molds out afterwards?
No, well, I have, but I find that actually what works better is just let them dry,
Oh,
and then
okay.
it just
Peel it off.
It comes off real easy. Just come back once it's dry.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
So okay, we're doing not too bad here.
You can probably tell by now what's one of our favorite colors, because I think we've used it every single time. What is that? White Swan.
White Swan.
It's
We just put an order in for another order of paint, and I ordered, well, I can't remember how many we buy it in not this size normally for ourselves, but I'm all out of the big one, so I went into a smaller one that I usually just keep for customers. But I buy it in the big 32-ounce ones, and I ordered several because I know around Christmas time I'll be using it a lot. It's a popular color.
So speaking of paint, we are hoping to be brave and to start a web page. So I started working on that. So we're hoping to go live, and then we would offer shipping for the paint.
What do you mean go live?
We'll make our website live.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like it's just, you
Right.
know, being worked on in the background,
Right.
and nobody can see anything.
Yeah, where people can actually order off it.
Yeah, so that's something new for us that we're hoping to do. And yeah, we're having fun with Freddy's Girls, so we figure why not see where it goes. And
well, we'll see. We'll make it an option, because I have people like, oh, I'm in Flin Flon, and you know, like, I'd love to get the paint, you know, whatever. So yeah, we'll try it.
yeah, we'll try it.
Do it. Give it a try.
Yeah, do you kind of put your finger down like, oh, okay.
And of course, if you're in the city, you can just come
You
pick
can
up.
just pick it up locally.
Yeah, so see how it's just like the trick to these molds is to, I mean, this is your first time using it. So you kind of get a feel for how much cornstarch you should use and whatever. But yeah, then turn the mold upside down and then get it started, and then turn back your mold, and the clay just kind of comes out. So here's what she's got so far. She's working on the tree, starting from the biggest going up.
We'll have to do a short on these so we can
Yeah.
show you guys exactly what it looks like as it's coming out. if you
Yeah,
never-
in a quicker version.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna dry this, and then I'm just gonna need a few touch-ups, I think.
Okay. Yeah, well, and especially it's nice when you're distressing them. They don't have to be 100%, you know?
That's true. No, let's take the paint off again.
Yeah. But these aren't that hard, and Mom, like, it's my first time playing with them, and, you know, I think they're coming out good. And Mom was doing it with her grandkids, and Alex was doing exceptional at it. And
Well, they
he's like,
both were,
yeah.
but I mean,
Olivia was
it's
doing
just
good.
that Alex is young, and we didn't expect a
He's
boy.
only like 6 years old and a boy, yeah.
And he was doing every bit as good as Olivia, who's 10.
Yeah. So,
Well, I don't know about every bit as good, but he was doing good.
mm-hmm.
He caught on, let's say. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you just fill her up, and then I don't know if I can do this on my hand in front of you. I'm not gonna attempt it, but it just, if you're on your, you know, yeah, it just comes out bit by bit, and yeah. I'll try it here.
I like to paint the bottoms of everything too. I don't know, I just like the finished product. And when you look at things, often the bottoms,
It looks way better.
yeah, it just looks way better.
There's no
I'm going
question.
to turn these on their side, and then I can heat gun them.
There's no question it looks better when the bottoms are done. Do you guys paint your bottoms? Let us know in the comments below. Oh gosh. See, what if it breaks?
Well, if it breaks, it depends how bad it breaks. Sometimes you can just kind of set it down because you're going to glue it together. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes I put it back in and redo it. Just depends how bad it breaks.
It actually isn't broken.
Oh, okay.
But I thought it was.
Yeah.
That looks okay.
Like, I think that's a really cool idea. Like, it's kind of shabby
We're at
chic when we're
1,
done.
2, 3, 4. This is an upside down Christmas tree, I guess. It's going to go like this, actually. Shabby chic, is that what you said?
Yeah, when it's all said and done.
Shabby chic. Shabby chic is still a thing?
I mean, do you think you should start painting on that one?
Oh, so it can dry?
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I'm working. So we've got this one here that we have already done, and then spray painted it black, and then I'm gonna paint it now, and then you will be that. Are you using your brush?
No, go for it.
Okay.
So the reason why we painted it black, why we're painting the clay black, is so that we can wet distress it after, and then some of the black will show through. If it was just the white and you paint it with white over, it's not gonna do anything for you. So I'm gonna start.
Unless you were to paint it black, then you could.
Right, then you could have left it white. Okay, I'm gonna start distressing on these. So just taking a damp cloth, not too wet, and they've not been sealed yet. So you just lightly go over the high points, however much or little, it's all personal preference. Now Kaylee did this one, she did it fairly heavy. This one I'm doing a little lighter, like you can just do whatever and
feel it out.
Yeah. What last year I did for myself, I love nativity sets, so I have several different kinds, and
she'll find more. So.
And I found this one and I didn't really like the look of it very much, so I painted it all white, and then I distressed it. But when it was done, I thought I distressed it too much, and I liked it almost better when it was more whiter. So this year I think I'm gonna go over it and like get rid of some of the distressing.
Wait, that was a plain white one?
Yeah, plain white one.
Because you had those ones that you did in that, was it Farm Fresh? Or no, maybe not Farm Fresh.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
And then you white waxed.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Was it Farm Fresh?
No, I think it was in Weathered Wood.
No, oh, was it Weathered Wood?
Or Apothecary, maybe.
Maybe. I thought it was a bluey-ish color.
Yeah, I think it was Apothecary.
Oh, but you might have done different ones.
I've done a few, yeah.
Well, there's a lot of ways that you can do nativity sets.
Okay, there's another one, a little matching guy. I like it when you get different sizes and different designs. Then your display looks really cool in the end. And often you find one of a kind. So anytime I find those, like, oh yeah, I like that. Normally people are looking for sets, but I like when I find odd guys.
The odd man out.
The odd ducks.
Then it just makes your set look that much nicer, hey?
Yeah.
It makes it look that much more custom, and
I mean, you can go into some thrift stores, some of them, thrift stores are so funny. I kind of know which ones have the best prices on certain things, and I know where to go for salt and pepper shakers.
Where do you go for salt? Okay, let me guess.
If you want a good deal on salt and pepper shakers
in Winnipeg, you should go to Bible for Missions. No. And it's not MCC, obviously. I don't feel like it's MCC. It's gonna be something.
Is this
weird.
wrong to say?
What?
Which one is the best for salt and pepper shakers?
No, I don't think it's wrong to say. Why would it be wrong to say?
Well, I don't know. I
Is
love all my thrift stores.
Like you don't want to.
No,
give it
it's
away?
just that certain things have better deals on certain
Goodwill.
things. Okay, I'll tell you. The best place for salt and pepper shakers is Niverville MCC.
Okay, like how good are the prices there?
Like 25 cents.
For one. And then do you get them 50% off sometimes?
I don't know.
What's 50% off of 25 cents, guys? That's only 10 cents if you buy it in cash.
Round it up.
Yeah. Since we don't have the, for those Americans who may not know, Canada no longer makes pennies. That's been for a while, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So we round up our
or down.
Yeah, round up or down.
To the nearest 5 centimeters.
Yeah.
Okay. I need a towel or something if I'm going to paint these edges.
Oh, right. Well, here, stick this underneath it.
Okay.
It's wet, but it doesn't matter. The back won't hurt at all on there.
I still don't think I've been to the Niverville.
Oh, it's a nice one. It's nice. Some days I have other things I do in Niverville as well. I have my friend Autumn Young, who has a business called Way More for Way Less, where she brings in truckloads of like semi-truckloads of goods from Target, Wayfair, Home Depot sometimes, all sorts of places. There's other places as well. And she has a website, so sometimes I've ordered something from her and I have to go pick it up. So then, of course, I'll stop at the thrift store when I'm out there.
Oh yeah.
It's not a long drive.
No, I should really do it again. But
I actually really like the drive. It's a nice country drive.
Yeah, and it's not busy or anything.
No.
So that's good.
So your day at work was good today?
Yeah, my day was good. I saw my lady, who's my adopted mother now. Like they say, your long lost auntie that came out of the woodwork. So she's got nobody in her life, and so they get assigned a worker with home care. So I'm her person. So I realized she hadn't had her toenails trimmed in quite a while. So I'm gonna get her toenails trimmed, do a few things, and yeah, I went to her place today, so that was all right. And I was in the office. I went for a walk at lunch. I had a nice walk. Yes, I do. I went for a walk around the river, by the river. It's a really nice loop you can do there, so that's good. And then what? I drank 2 liters of water today at work. I said I don't want to pay into the water fund anymore, or I guess I could, but anyways, so I bring 2 liters and I drank it all. So,
good for you.
Yeah.
That's something you need to be drinking more.
I'm not dehydrated no more. Yeah.
I don't think you ever were. You always have drank quite a bit of water.
Yeah, I think so. But I kind of like having the bottles there, and then you can see what's going out of it. I've never really done that before. And you know where you're at, or, yeah, so.
Yeah, you can not be guessing.
Yeah, you know for sure that, you know, you're getting enough or not enough.
Yeah, I'm on my last one. Distress is the nubby guy, which almost looks like a pine cone or something.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Or a pineapple.
Yeah, a pineapple. That's the one I was looking for.
Okay. I think that's pretty dry. This is a nice little machine to have, really.
Oh, it is.
Way better than the hair blower, guys. If you're gonna do a bit of this, it's nice to have.
I mean, a hair blower would work, but that gets really intensely hot, so it does.
To the point where you've apparently lit some fires.
Well, I've burnt my hands on it too. And so you got to be careful.
So use with caution.
Yeah. The more I use it, the more respect I have for it. I don't do anything stupid with it anymore. Okay, so as you can see, I'll bring you up close up here and show you some of these pretty little guys. Okay, so this is kind of a unique looking one. And And this one even has just one hole in the top. Now normally they don't, like they have several, but I just look for one that's one hole that's kind of close to the center, and that's one that I'll put my tree in. This little guy and this guy. Now once they get their big top on them, or whatever kind of top coat you're planning to use, that really adds to them too, because the black gets more vibrant. They they get a bit of a shine to them. I think they just look really nice once they get big topped.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start adding in some trees. I think I'll put a big guy into this one. I'll have to use my glue gun to make him stay.
All right. Yeah,
whatever the spout is coming out of here is kind of like a tree trunk, so it'll work.
Yeah, it does work actually, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
And if you didn't want that spout, you could cut it off. I'm sure there's some kind of a tool in the garage that could cut that off.
Oh yeah, there's always something, eh?
I'll hold this for a few minutes. Let that kind of set up. Sometimes with these bottle brush trees, you need to straighten them out a bit. You know how they've got the wires in them, and they can tend to get a bit
like fall over.
Yeah.
I kind of noticed that, or even like the whole green part, the Christmas tree part can fall in on itself. So did you see somebody else doing that, or did you come up with it on your own, the salt and pepper shakers?
I can't remember where I got. I can't give credit because I don't remember where I saw it, or if I thought, I think I saw it somewhere. I have to have, but I don't remember where. So what I'm going to do on this one, because this is such a large top, I'm going to stick a little bit of florist foam in there, and then that'll give that tree something to
stick into. Yeah, that's good.
Like they say, necessity is the mother of invention, right?
Birds can always think of something. Okay, almost done my second coat. And so once I've done my second coat on this guy, I'm going to distress him too. I think we've talked about that already.
There he is. I should hold him a bit till he dries.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Back to getting my hair curled. Did your mom do that to you in the mornings? Curl your bangs like that?
Well, you had. I think, you know what, this is my observation. I don't know if it's this generation or not, but did our generation, my generation, and my mom's for sure, did they care more about how people looked, how their kids looked when they went out in the morning?
Oh.
Or not?
Yes. I mean, people still care about it, but I think just in general, our whole culture is way more relaxed than we used to be.
Yeah, we are.
People used to be dressed up in nice dresses and hats and gloves, and we would, we'd go out in pajama pants.
Well,
I mean, maybe not. But
well, that's one thing I noticed. Like Kaylee is married to a fellow from Zimbabwe, and when we went over to meet his family before they got married and stuff, that was the first thing I noticed. I said to Dave, "We look like
hillbillies."
Hillbillies. Like everybody there was dressed so nicely, and they took pride in how they looked, and we're just in whatever is the most comfortable thing. And of course,
t-shirt and shorts.
Well, because it was
sandals.
really hot for us, we were just like,
Summer weather, let's enjoy the sun.
We weren't thinking about looking good, we were thinking about being comfortable. So yeah, I really noticed that. I thought Canadians are so casual.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
This is where it will be good to be.
Okay, but I'm so casual, but I really don't want to get paint on this dress. Even though this dress is technically Mom's, but she gave it to me.
Well, I ordered that from one of my online sites that I don't normally do, but I did. I've had success with a couple of items. So I ordered that dress, and as you can tell, it didn't fit me.
It's a little bit big on me, but not so bad that, you know.
Anyhow, so she got it.
And then you pair it with a pair of leggings, and yeah, so I'm liking it.
No matter how many leggings I paired it with, it didn't work.
You probably could have.
No, never. I could pull it on, but I couldn't go out the door.
Couldn't pull it off. Well,
I could pull it on, but I couldn't pull it off. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, it worked out for me, so.
Yeah, it definitely worked out for you.
Should I do a third coat here? Or do you think
I don't
with
think
the
so, because
distressing?
you're gonna distress.
Yeah, I think you're right. So I'm just gonna make sure it's nice and dry before I distress it.
Look at this cute little wee guy. Stuck him on there.
Oh, that's very sweet.
So we're
Oh,
getting kind of
that's
an
cute.
assortment.
So when you sell them, do you sell them as sets?
Yes,
or?
I sell them as sets, like either 3 or 5, like some odd number. And they were actually very popular last Christmas.
And when do you start selling your Christmas lights?
Oh, November, early November, end of October, early November.
Okay, I think this is good. Let's see, were you using that green one or the yellow one to distress?
No,
So here we have it.
I
I think it's dry. And we're gonna distress her. Have you guys tried the wet distressing yet? Let us know. Let us know if you've tried the DIY paint and what you think of it. But I don't think I've ever heard anybody not like it. I think everybody.
No, of all the chalk paints I've used, it's my favorite, but that's me. Everybody, has maybe different things they're looking for, but yeah, it's a nice chalk paint. Okay, let's make sure we don't wreck those. Okay, so.
Oh, that's looking good.
Okay, so I need to get this guy standing straighter.
So what kind of glue do you use to put these IOD molds on?
Well, I've been using E6000, but there's all sorts of glues. The E6000 glue doesn't need to be used on that. E6000 glue, when you put it on, it won't.
It'll stay on.
It's like, yeah.
Like that's from like Home Depot you get it?
You can get it at Home Depot, yeah, there's lots of places, all those hard. And you know what? I'm not even sure, but Dollar Store might even sell. Dollar Store sells some Gorilla Glues.
Oh yeah.
And Gorilla Glues certainly work on that.
Yeah.
I just have one bit of advice when you're buying Gorilla Glue.
Oh.
Never buy the expanding stuff. I did that once and oh my goodness, what a disaster. It keeps expanding like forever and ever and ever. And that's not what I wanted. So I just always buy the clear Gorilla. And it
So it'll pop off essentially.
What do
The
you mean?
expanding glue, it expands and
Well,
it might pop it off.
No, it just is gross. It leaves all this stuff, comes up, like if you put it on there, it would come out from underneath that thing.
Oh.
It's just unnecessary. And it's yellow. Okay, I'm just going to show you my selection of bottle brush trees. There's this set. I got this set there's 3 big ones. 3 this size and 3 this size, and they're more greeny and kind of a bit of a sparkle. They're quite nice. I think I got these for like, I don't know, maybe $3 or something. And then
all the Christmas trees you mean?
This dark green set.
Oh, okay.
Then this set, there was like 39 in the set.
Oh wow.
And they're more bluey, but they're nice as well. There's a lot more variety in the sizes. The only thing is, the one they had the majority of was the little guy. But I think I can use them in these sets. So there you have it. There's my little set. Can they see that? I'm gonna set it on something.
Which one?
I'm gonna
Yours?
get a tray.
Oh yeah. And just give them, you could put some little fairy lights in with your display at Christmas time. And
Yeah, absolutely.
put it in the entrance, put it on the coffee table. Yeah.
So you want some variety in sizes to kind of give you, yeah, wrap some fairy lights in there. And there's a great little Christmas display and a good way to use up Grandma's salt shakers.
Aw. Well, and then with that, I will show you guys mine because I think it's pretty well done too.
Oh, it's looking lovely.
I don't know, it's just a matter of maybe one or two more little areas. And here you have it. You can make yourself a lovely Christmas tree hanging with using the IOD molds. This is the lock and key set. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna go back and distress things a touch more or not.
And
It looks different on the
what you also can do is on some
yeah.
of these transfers that have wording, like I have all sorts of odds and ends of transfers. Sometimes I'll cut off a little bit of the wording and like maybe stick it at the top or something, or you know, whatever.
Get some Christmas ones, Noel or something.
Yeah, or the stamps. You can also use like I have stamps. I stamped on this little container. I'm also looking for little containers now that I can paint up because these are also nice things to put little trees in as well. Maybe not this one, maybe a bit bigger one. But the other thing I've been working
What kind is this?
collecting
Wait, oh, those ones.
for
Yeah.
Christmas because these are also great little white jugs. I love little white jugs, and if I find a shape I like this one, and it's not white, I paint it white. Paint it and put some.
Put some of these transfers on there.
Well,
or...
you could do that, but
or
they're
you
also
do- for
really
Christmas
nice
tree
for
holders.
little Christmas tree holders.
Yeah.
So
those
just
are
to give
sweet.
you some ideas for things you can be looking for in the thrift store and start collecting for when.
Yeah,
Christmas
for your designer Christmas decorations at a fraction of the cost.
Yeah, and they're unique. And I mean, bottle brush trees. I'm not quite sure why they're so popular, but bottle brush trees are really popular. And now they're not just green; they're pink and they're white and they're kind of a creamy color. So they're big. They're hot.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching us again. We're having so much fun doing this. We hope you have a great week, and we'll be back here next Tuesday.
See ya.